Hey, what's going on, guys? Electric Ninja here, and welcome to week 4 of the Puzzle Factory. This is a daily series in which your logical reasoning and deductive abilities are tested each day, and the answer is revealed on the next. With that said, let's get to the puzzle of today. Here is the Monday puzzle. Kayla is playing the game of He Loves Me Not. In her garden, she has 35 flowers. 5 of the flowers have 17 petals, 2 have 23, 6 have 19, 12 have 20, and 10 have 18. According to the game, approximately what is the chance he loves her? Make sure to like and subscribe to see the answer to this puzzle tomorrow. But with that said, let's see the Sunday puzzle. Here's what you need to know to solve the Sunday puzzle. So the Sunday puzzle is Star Battle, and the rules dictate that we have to have two stars. We're going to represent them by X's here. In each row, so a row, a column, and a section. And the sections are marked like this. So this is going to be a section. Well, not the two on the sides, but you get the point. Okay, so with that said, no two stars can also touch each other. So we'll have to fulfill these conditions without touching the stars together. So how would we solve this puzzle? Well, there are a few things we can do. So first of all, we know that only one star can go in here. So this must be a star. And that means that none of these can be a star. If I could type this in, that would be great. Okay, so there's one. Then we know a star must also be here. And we'll come back to this. For this weird thing, you can see that I'm darting my grid about this. We know that the stars actually must be here and here, because otherwise they'd be touching. And this one and this one wouldn't work, for example, because they're diagonal. So that still wouldn't work. So those must be the places for the stars there. So we'll just fill these in. If I could do this faster, that would be great. This also means that there'll have to be two stars in this bottom thing, so we can actually put an O in the other things because we already know there's going to be two stars for this section. So that's that. Let's go to another section. Here again, we can see that one star must be on the bottom because of the 5 thing. And so we'll surround it like this. This takes forever. And this means, since there's 2 up here and 1 up here, one of the stars is going to have to be down here. And the other, I guess, will have to be up here. Well, I don't guess. I know that. Okay, so let's fill this in. And since there's going to be 1 here and there's 1 here, so that means there's going to be 1 in this grid. And we're going to do it like this. Okay. So we have now the obvious ones checked out. But we also know that since there's none in this grid so far and only 1 can go here, it's also going to be here. And that means it's going to be here as well. And what is next? Well, we can use our top strategy. So we know that one of them has to be in one of these 2 squares, which means one of them has to be in here. And this whole section, one of them has to be in this, and one of them will have to be in these 2. Okay, so that means none can be right here. And since one of them is going to be in these 2 top ones, none can be here. Or here, for that matter. So if that makes sense, that is why it's going to be like that. All right. And now what is next? Well, we know that it can't be in this one because it's going to be one of the 3 below it. So same with here. And that means we know that it has to be here because, again, the square thing. So, again... And it will have to be in this spot, too. Okay. So, what is left? Well, not that much. We know that this has one X already and needs to have a second. It's going to be here. And what else? Let's see. This already has 2 in the row, and the bottom one does not. So it's going to be like this. And like that. And this has to have an X as well. Okay. This already has its full row filled. This does not, so it needs an X. And we already know it's going to be on the top row. So it could be in any of these spaces currently. But let's see how to make progress from here, because it's not that easy. We know that it has to be in one of these 2 squares, though, so it can't be here. And it will have to be here. And like this, so this will give us our X's and O's. And it will fill it in like this. And this should be the final pattern. So hopefully that makes sense. And yeah, that is Star Battle.